Hey, okay. All's gone according to plan, which it should have. We should be live, and we're going to do something a little bit different today. For a start, I got chocolate. Delicious chocolate. It's peppermint chocolate too. It's really nice. So you'll have to forgive me, because I'm going to be talking with it. And just let me press that button. Just adjust my camera down a little bit. I think that should be right. And I thought instead of doing Horizon today, yeah, I could do the most. No, that's finished. I can't do that now, can I? I should delete that. I'm going to do something else. Also, this is not a PS4 Pro that I'm streaming on today. This is my. I actually have two PS4s. I have a Pro, which is what I've been playing Horizon on. And I have my regular PS4. Now, you're going to have to all bear with me while I go and hunt through my collection of games for Rez Infinite, because that's what we're going to play. Why are we playing Rez Infinite? Because... Let me eat. I've got coffee too. There we go. Let me eat my chocolate. Yep, that's fine. I've been playing Persona 5 on this PS4. Oh, and there's an update for Rez Infinite. Okay. We'll just have to wait for that. I haven't played this game in a little while. But yeah, to answer the question, why Rez Infinite? Well, it's a Thursday afternoon here. It's warm. It was really hot yesterday. It's not as hot today, but it was warm yesterday. And honestly, I just felt like I needed a bit of a break from streaming Horizon. I just wanted to do something other than Horizon for a change. And this seemed like a pretty good option to do that. So yeah, so let me just bring my phone up so I can see chat. And we'll have a crack at Rez Infinite. And I've got the cricket on too, so if you're wondering what the cricket score is, it's 2 for 103 right now, England batting. So England are 2 for 103. It's a warm Thursday afternoon. I've got fans just down there. Sun coming in the window. It's actually a bit overcast today. Like I say, it's a bit cooler today than it was yesterday. And we got Rez. And Rez is one of my favourite video games of all time. I'm going to play regular Rez. We're going to play it in the traditional mode. We're going to do Area 1. So, yeah, so, let's talk about Rez for a little while, hey? Rez is a magnificent video game. Obviously, this isn't... I'm not playing it in VR, because I don't have a VR headset. But I have heard that VR is worth the experience for this game, and I really want to try it one day. If you're unfamiliar with Rez, it's effectively a rail shooter. But what makes it somewhat unique, aside from these really cool visuals that it has, the other thing that makes it unique is that all the actions sort of sync up to the music. And every action sort of makes a musical sound. And as you progress through the level, you unlock more and more layers of the individual track. So this particular piece of music we're playing right now, which I'll just miss that guy, but whatever. There goes my 100% shot down ratio. But yeah, yeah, when you, as you progress, as you unlock those gateway nodes that we saw before, you get more layers of music. Plus, as you can hear, everything sounds kind of musical. Everything has this musical run to it, which is just beautiful. Gameplay-wise, it's like a simplified Panzer Dragoon. If you've ever played a Panzer Dragoon game, this game's kind of like a simplified version of those. It doesn't have the all-around camera flipping that Panzer Dragoon has. But it very clearly, I guess, Tetsuya Mizuguchi, who was Rez's lead designer, I have a feeling probably did have a good look at Panzer Dragoon, which wouldn't surprise me. It was another game by Sega. As this is obviously originally developed by Sega's UGA studio, United Game Artists, which Mizuguchi was in charge of, and which is the studio that also gave us Space Channel 5, which I never liked. Never been into Space Channel 5. We're just gonna miss that guy. Yeah. But the thing with Rez is that it's got these gorgeous pieces of music. All the tracks have become, I think, quite sort of iconic. They sound fantastic, especially on the PS4 where they've been all sort of remastered. Interesting story with this game, actually. And I know I'm talking over the music, but hopefully it's loud enough that you guys can all hear it. If it's not, I can adjust the volume a little bit. But hopefully it's loud enough that you can all hear it. Interesting story with this game. The name comes from an Underworld song called Rez. Underworld being early, well, they're still around today. They still make music. They've actually not long ago put out a pretty good record, actually. Arbor Barber, The Future Looks Brighter Than Ever is the name of the record. But yeah, Underworld in the 90s had a couple of hits. They had Born Slippy, was probably their most well-known track, but they had a couple of magnificent early 90s dance records as well. And one of the tracks on one of their albums, in fact, it wasn't even on an album, it was actually a B-side that they actually put on a bonus disc, their second, well, not even their second album. Underworld has an interesting story that I might tell. Anyway, the point is, Underworld had a song called Rez, and it was basically the song that inspired Mizuguchi to make this game. Unfortunately, he couldn't get the rights to that song to put in the game. He had to license some other music. And I think, in a way, Rez is better for that. The fact that these weren't as well known. Like, the song Rez is a pretty well known song. If you were remotely into dance music, like you'd heard more Underworld songs than Born Slippy, you would have heard Rez. But in any case, he wasn't able to license the song, and I think that actually helps the game. He got essentially 5, I think they're actually bespoke tracks, so I think they were actually all created for the game in the end by relatively well-known dance artists, I would say. Like, they were artists that probably you wouldn't have recognised if you were only into major sort of big release dance music, but Adam Freeland is pretty well-known. He did one of the tracks. Jojorka, pretty well-known for their sort of big, heavy industrial sound. They did one of the tracks. I forget the artist that did this track. But this track actually amuses me because it's called Buggy Running Beats. And I have a friend who sometimes streams, sometimes doesn't. She often goes by VR Beats, and that's where she got the name from. But yes, Buggy Running Beats is this particular track. It's a shame actually this version doesn't show you the song titles on the stage select like the original versions did. I did do a video about Rez 2 years ago now, I think. I made a video about Rez on my YouTube channel. And that was pretty fun. Anyway, that's all levels. I think we got to layer 10. Now we get to fight a boss. And Earth Giga, so we must have got through all because we wouldn't have got Earth Giga if we did not. Love the way the music changes. All the music mixes together really well, all the sounds mix in. It's just such a lovely game to play. And it's so easy. Like, it's a game that isn't really super challenging to play, but that's not really a criticism. It's not, I don't feel that Rez is meant to be a super difficult game. Like, it has some moments that are quite challenging, but it also has a mode where you can't take damage. If you want to play, the game has a travelling mode that just basically cuts all the damage out. And even the default mode doesn't have scoring. Like, there is a score attack mode if you want to get hardcore. But the default mode isn't scoring. Yeah, this is, and you hear those sounds all sort of working together. Like, the drums every time I get the locks, all that stuff, I love that. And the sound that you make when a lock on is different for different things that you lock onto too. What's great about Rez is you can just sort of sit back, relax, and enjoy it. To give you an idea of Rez, I remember many years ago, not long after I bought the game on the PS2, because while I owned a Dreamcast, this was not a game I ever got for the Dreamcast. Many years ago, while I played. I bought this game on the PS2, and for some reason, I'd taken my PS2 out to my mum's place, and my mum is very much not into video games. And she saw this game, and it completely blew her mind. Like, she didn't. It was like this game was like, I don't know. My mum was quite hippie back in the day, so I imagine maybe it reminded her of some acid trip she'd been on or something like that. But yeah, no, she was quite really into this, and thought it was just really crazy how it looked and how everything interacted with each other and stuff like that. For those who don't know me, I actually have a mind to have hippie parents. So yeah. Luckily, I didn't get stuck with a name like Flower or Summer or anything like that, thankfully, but I had sensible hippie parents. Also, we got 100% analyzation, so that's cool. That's what we wanted. England are 2 for 115, in case anyone's interested. 94 support items, not bad. I didn't see the shot down ratio, I was busy looking at chat. Oh well. Oh well. Yeah, I've already done. I've already been through all the areas, but that's fine. That's fine. We'll go into area 2. Oh, it does. Okay, so that was Keiichi Sugiyama, Buggy Rain Beeps, and then Mist, Protocol Rain. Ken Ishii, he's the other one that's probably relatively well known. Jojoka, Rocky Sponge, and yeah, Adam Freeland with Fear. There's also a secret hidden area in the game that has called the Lost Area that has a piece of music by Cold Cut on it as well, which again is someone that, if you're moderately into dance music from the 90s, would know. So Cold Cut again. So like I said, all these tracks that are from moderately well-known names in the scene, but kind of not big names in the scene, like names that you had to be in the know, I think. And that's fine. That's fine. So there is a temptation sometimes when playing this game to just spam the button, and that's legit. But it does kind of sound like that. Also, if you're doing score attack for any reason, it won't get you very far in terms of your high scores. You do need to get 8 max lock, 8 lock to get the best scores, because the lock one is a multiply base. So yeah, but I don't play this game. I play this game for just to look at and chill to. And like, the other thing with Rez too, that's probably worth pointing out, it's not a rhythm game. There's no need to know the rhythm or beats of the music. It's not like a Guitar Hero type thing, or I suppose Space Channel 5 is another example, because that is in fact a rhythm game. But Rez is very much not a rhythm game. So it's more about having the music synced up. The fundamental idea of Rez, I think, is the concept of synesthesia. And the game was inspired by a Russian artist called Vasily Kandinsky. I think I pronounced that correctly. And Kandinsky was someone who suffered from the actual medical condition of synesthesia, which is where you experience one sense through another. For example, I think in Vasily's case, he experienced sound through colour. And the whole game is like, I think that's what it was. It was he could see colours, but he could see sounds. Basically, was what it was. Or maybe it was the rest. Maybe he could hear colour. I forget exactly what it was. I need to probably just go on Wikipedia to really check that up. But I remember looking it up years ago, but it's been a long time. Like back when I was madly into this game, I didn't know anything about it. I remember looking it up. But yeah, he did some really crazy paintings. I've seen some Kandinsky paintings, and his paintings were sort of him trying to interpret his condition, try and make other people understand how he experienced the world. And that was kind of the inspiration for this game. In fact, the original codename for this game when it was being developed was K Project. So K as in Kandinsky. And that was, I missed that paragraph. There's another one there. And that was kind of where the inspiration for the game came from. Yeah, Kandinsky, who was a Russian painter at the turn of the 20th century. late 19th, early 20th, I think was his period. Yeah. And yeah, he experienced this synesthesia, which is a real condition. And the whole idea of this game is to sort of replicate the idea of synesthesia by making you see the sound. You using color. Everything in the game, all the visuals are synced up with the sound. The idea is that you can see sound. And I don't know if anyone else has this, where sometimes you'll listen to a song and there'll be a particular sound in the song or something that will remind you of a color. Like for instance, I listen to a lot of ambient electronica, and I find a lot of it has very blue tones in terms of, like, if I imagine a color to go along with the song, I would imagine blue. I don't think that's synesthesia, but it's certainly me sort of being able to sort of imagine a color while I listen to a song. I can definitely listen to music and imagine visual. I can experience a visual along with a piece of music. So that's certainly something I can do. But I don't believe that what I can do, and I think most people can do it. I think it's pretty normal. Whoa, let's watch out here. We're gonna get hit. I've lost that. Oh man, just right when I got powered up, so I messed it up. I was too busy talking and not focusing on these guys. But yeah, the stupid part of getting hit in this game is that everything is telegraphed so far away that you only get hit due to your own, basically, stupidity. No, I'm gonna miss it. Damn. That was a power up. That was a 3-1 too. But yeah, I often, when I listen to music, I can often visualize a scene or a thing to go along with the music just in my head. And I don't know if anyone else does that. I always assumed it was normal. You listen to music and music can evoke an image. It's that power up, so I'm missing one power up. So I've got to get those things. And to me, this game, one of its strengths is that it gives me the visuals for these songs. And I suppose now I've sort of associated the visuals with the game. I mean, the visuals we see with these songs are very much, I suppose, the film clips for these songs in it. Because of course there are video clips that, you know, are exactly that. They are visuals to go along with the music. But often in my head, I'm not making a visual. I'm making my own imagined visual, I guess. You know, I'm not remembering the film. But there are songs that I've listened to and had particular internal visuals of, and then seen the videos of. And I'm like, that's not how I imagine this song to look at all. And I think that, oh, jeez. Doing really badly. Okay, that's not good. So I should explain how getting hit and powering up works in this game. You basically have forms, and you start off in first form. If you take a hit, you go down to 0 form, and then if you take another hit after that, you die. And then each time did we get Giga? Yeah, Mars Giga. Each time that bar fills, you go up a form. And we were actually in 4th form before, but I got hit twice, so I lost 2 forms, unfortunately. So we'll just have to be a bit more careful, especially on this boss fight. Oops. I love this part of this boss fight, with the gates you have to sort of unlock like that. The whole plot of this game, and yes, there is actually a plot to this game, the whole plot to this game is essentially that you're hacking into a computer system because Eden, the first artificial intelligence, has been kidnapped by an evil computer or something like that. She's been trapped by the machine, and you have to free her from the machine. And she's the girl you see on the title screen. And yeah, so you have to free her from the machine, and so you've got to hack through all the 5 areas of the system to get in and free her. So that's the plot of the game. Also, these things will hit you if you let them get too close. There we go. I do love the boss fights in this. Such nice easy things. The 3rd stage boss fight is not the best, which we'll get Now we can go ham on the guy. Actually, there's something else we can do here too that I will do. You might notice in the lower... let's see, if I need to. But you might notice in the lower right, the overdrive buttons, those are basically super bombs. So this is an area where spamming the button can help a little bit. Because you've really got to worry about the projectiles and destroying these sort of branches that are coming out of the thing. You kind of want to do this before they emit too many of those projectiles because they get unmanageable if you do. There we go. This is the part we're using overdrive. Not that I'm using at the moment. Those projectiles can get real nasty really quick if you don't deal with them. Because they do that. You leave them up too long. They open out into little balls that are then bigger and more possible of hitting. Anyway, I'll show you an overdrive. So this is an overdrive. It's basically attacks everything on the screen for a while. It's a good way to finish that boss off too. There we go, stage 2. 75% sport items? Come on. England is still 2 for 115. Wow. I thought that stage was longer than that. Roots on 20 if anyone cares too. Stoneman's made his half century. Okay, so that was stage 2. And yeah, I've got 100%, 100%, 100%, 100%. Yeah, let's go on to stage 3. There we go, we got it. Good work. I'm going to try and get through all 5 stages. We might look at Area X if we've got time. We'll see how we go. I should be streaming for at least another hour or so. Don't panic too much. Oh, that's a projectile. That's the thing I want. That is a reformer, which I actually need. What does the sound those things make? Might have missed one there. I already have 4 overdrives. you're doing score attack, you'd really be wanting to get those groups. Oh, England are 3 for 115, by the way. Root has gone out for 20. That's why playing this game's good. I can watch the cricket and play the game at the same time. Although, in my defense, that's probably because I actually know this game reasonably well and can look away from the screen whenever I want most of the time. There we go, 4th form! We are chill. Also, we sound way cooler now. Oh, man. Well, we're not chill anymore. Oh, no. Oh, jeez. Jeez. I'm never going to hold 4th form. Oh, let's try that again. I think it's this level that has the really cool boss. It reminds me kind of the movie Stormo, which in a way I suppose is another inspiration for this game actually. Lots of Tron-like visuals. I got it. Here we go. Stage 3. This game looks so good in HD too. I actually own this game now on PS2, Xbox 360 and PS4. Oh yeah, I should probably shoot through here, that's right, I remember to do that. One thing when you do get hit and power down is you don't lose your current, the amount of sort of power blocks that you have, so if you've got like 7 power blocks and you get one more, you'll power back up almost immediately. Look how cool this boss looks. I love this. It's one of my favourite parts of the game. Whoa! Watch out for those vertical ones. Now the fun part. But this again is another area where having those overdrives can be really handy. As you can see. we go. Really got to watch out for these missiles here because they have a nasty habit of getting lower and hitting quite badly. And they can come around that corner quite quickly and hit you pretty badly. So you just got to be careful. There's none. Yeah, there's that one there. Yeah, I saw it. I couldn't do much about that one, unfortunately. This again is where sort of having to resort to button spam kind of, it's not ideal, but it's kind of what you have to do here. Overdrive too. Oh, so close. Oh no, we got it. Oh no, time over. Whoops, didn't get it. Well, we beat it. Yeah, the bosses do have a timer. You don't see it, but if you fight them for long enough, they'll actually just time out and die. %98% shot down's not bad though. I know I'd taken them back down to first form though, especially for the next stage. I'll try and build it up. So England are 3 for 119 now, which is cool, I guess. Okay, so now it's time for Rocket Sponge. Area 4. This is great. The boss in this area is fantastic too. You'll understand why when we get to it. There we go. Cool. Jeez. So I did remember too that I think killing groups of enemies in a combo, in a single combo does, I believe, increase the chance that you get power-ups too. So if possible, it is always worth trying to do that. would be a good place to have an overdrive. Oh, that was an overdrive and I missed it. I love this part though with the huge walls on the side and everything like that. Oh man! Normally I can get through this whole game without getting hit, so I'm just not having the best time of it. These guys are a pain. Because they do that, and then you have to do it again. Pardon me. You don't have any real control over the camera in this game either. There are parts where you can control it a little bit by moving the cursor to the edge of the screen, rotating it around, but in general, your camera is pretty fixed to what the game wants it to be. And then right at the end you get that big guy right on you. Okay, this boss battle though. Oh man, I don't have any overdrives either. So this is one of the rare parts of the game where you do actually get control over the camera. being able to rotate around like that is actually something you can do as the player. Oh, damn it, I didn't get it. So there are these side paths you can go down in this area. You have to unlock them, and then the game will automatically take you down them. Just unlocked one, I'm just hoping to get to it now. There. And the benefit of these side paths is they have power-ups. Really hoping for a side path here. Just deal with the fact that this thing's coming at me. Oh, too late. This phase of this fight reminds me of the final boss battle in Radiant Silvergun, the fight against, strangely enough, a boss called Ziga. Damn it. Nope. Nice. Go that way. That kind of saved our part there. Oh, I didn't get it. Love the music in this section. Go this way. Yes. Power up. Uh-oh. Damn it. Can't do anything about this. I'm gonna die. Maybe. Oh no! Oh, damn it! Damn it! Oh, I've never had that happen there. Oh man, didn't beat that boss. That's fine, we can go into Area 5 anyway, but the problem is that we're going to be in first form and, well, it's fine. Let's do Area 5. I didn't quite finish Area 4. I've never died on that boss before. That's really strange. I was doing really badly though. Like, I was getting hit a lot anyway, so. So, Area 5 of Rez is quite radically different to all the other areas. For start, it's quite a lot longer. As you'll discover when you see just how much this... You don't even see, like, the layer level. It just goes into these sequences here. So it's a lot longer. Visually, it's a lot different. This actually is much closer to what the prototype versions of the game look like. And as you can see here, the analyzation gates look very different. They're not the little cubes, they're actually gates in this level. Also, you get this magnificent piece of music from Adam Freeland called VR in this area. get that overdrive too. I don't have any of those. Gonna have to put my game face on a little bit here because I really, really want to beat the final boss. So I'm gonna have to see how we go with that. Fortunately, if we get through stage 5, we actually get automatically upgraded to the type of form, which is actually not a form you can otherwise get in the game, which is 60 form. So we will be seeing that if we get through stage 5. What we should do. These UFO things up here are annoying because of what they shoot. Did anyone else see a blue health power just disappear through the ground there? Or is it in there? Please be in there before I go through the gate. Nah, it's gone. I lost a blue health power on it. I hope everyone is aware of that. The other thing with the analyzation gates in this level is you have to get through. You can't miss one like you can in the other stages.
Killer. The mind.
The original soundtrack release for Rez did not have any of the songs that were in the game on it. All it had were remixes and different mixes. It was released as a vinyl years and years ago. And so, because a lot of people were kind of disappointed that it didn't have the actual music you heard in the game on it, just remixes of those tracks, someone I know on a web forum actually pulled out the game's sound data and made MP3s out and sort of was able to get it into a point where it was able to pull, because in the original game it's all kind of layered together and everything. Thankfully, with this re-release, Rez Infinite re-release, all the original tracks have been put together on a soundtrack. You can go onto iTunes and probably other music services, Spotify and stuff. You can go on there, and there is a Rez Infinite soundtrack that is the original tracks. But the reason that's really interesting is, of course, it does mean that finally you get a full, proper version of this song, where if the version of the Rez Infinite, the version of the original soundtrack that I had, this song just cuts off abruptly at the end. It doesn't have a proper sort of ending. But the version on the Rez Infinite soundtrack does kind of have, I think it just fades out, but at least it's not an abrupt ending like this version. Also, the version I have is like 12 minutes long for this track as well.
There is a mind killer. A mind killer. Is the mind killer.
And of course, the quote that's coming in and out of all of this is "Fear is the mind killer," which is originally from the movie Doom. I'm going to say it's originally from the movie Dune. Originally from the movie Dune. I'm not sure if that's where the sample comes from. I've never actually seen that movie. But I know that it's quite a famous quote from the movie, so. Yeah, some overdrives would be good, actually. So you can already see how much longer the rest of the game this stage actually is. I don't think it's quite as long as the other stages combined, but it's certainly a lot longer than any of them individually. If you look at the sort of combat log on the side, there's like a combat log on the top left there that's been all through the game. It will actually tell you how far through the analysation of the level you are, and I noticed that the last game was 64%. All the other stages it goes up by 10% all the time. This stage it doesn't. It goes up by like 6 or 7% per time.
Killer, the mind.
Yay, we went up form. I remember someone saying they saw an interview with Adam Freeland where this track was brought up and he barely remembered making it. I kind of like to think that's not true. Regardless of how he feels about the song, it's one of my favourite tracks in video game music, so he did good. Boy, I'm glad I dealt with that one, I did. Here we go. So this is the final part. It's actually a long boss rush. And there we go, that's 6th form. If you can hold on to 6th form all the way through this, you can actually get... I think you get a slightly better ending. Don't know if I'm going to be able to do it, given how bad they're playing. Oh, England are 4 for 135. Just before we go into this mode. So this is a boss rush. You have to fight sort of remixes of the first 5 bosses. And they are harder remixes of the first 5 bosses too. The downside of the way this is designed is that it's very hard to see where the projectiles are coming from. You have no sort of radar around you, so you really got to be able to see that they've come at you from somewhere. For instance, I know there's one over there, but there isn't. Okay. Oh, we got hit by something. Oh, that sucks. Still, you do get a bunch of bonuses at the end of each section. So, it is worth it, but oh man, that sucks. That was getting risky. I didn't want to take another hit so soon. Fortunately, we do have 4 overdrives, but I really don't want to have to use them all on this fight. If I can avoid, I'm going to try. Whew. Okay, that guy went down easier than the first boss, and we got up to form 5 again, which is nice. Fortunately, it only emulates this phase of this otherwise very difficult boss battle. Very long boss battle. Also, fortunately, you see the missiles coming around behind it here. But then you have this part here, which is actually a challenge. So what you got to do here is just destroy this before it fills up any of those clocks. This is actually not a phase in the original boss fight at all. Oh, damn it, I didn't get the overdrive. Ah, I didn't see it there. Okay, this one's actually probably the toughest of these refights, but I'm doing okay. Aren't you afraid? Of course, this was the only boss we actually had any trouble beating too, originally. Just do that for safety here. It's meant to be a chill game. Trying not to overdrive here. I might if it gets hairy. And that was why I didn't want to overdrive. Grab those overdrives. There's a health item there too, damn it. Didn't get it. Oh well. Final boss time. Four for 143 if you're wondering what the score is. So we're not in 6th form, we're not in baby form. Unfortunately, which means we aren't going to get... There is a slight... I want to say better ending. It's slightly different. We do get this crazy good music though. Also, I have 4 overdrives, which is probably going to come in handy for parts of this boss fight. Although we can power up through this boss fight too, can't we? If I know where to find them, it is possible to get power-ups in this fight too. So. Nice. Good work. There's a piece of music that plays in these sections there that I've never heard the full thing of, and I really would love to know what it sounds like, because the part of it you hear in the game, as we do this boss fight, the part of it we do in this game sounds so good. Oh, another overdrive, nice. Well, I think I've already got... I did have 4, didn't I? Yeah, so... There's a particular enemy type you can see flying around above the gaps here. There's one there. They will give you power-ups if you destroy them. I don't think it's guaranteed, but they can do it. Yeah, see, it's just giving me a 3-hit power-up, which is nice. Let's see if we can't get another one of those to happen. There's another one around it, actually. Yeah, there's one over there. Destroy it? No, it's above us. this. It's shooting missiles at us. There it is. Take it out. It's going to cause problems. I'm going to blow it right here just to deal with that. So it's busy, busy not dealing with that. Okay, cool. We did that. So yeah, we'll hear more of this piece of music as it goes on, but it's so good. I'm again trying to take one of these out so I can get the power-ups off it. Yeah, I got that one. I don't think it gave me power. There's one. Where are you? There. Is there another one around? There's that guy up there. Did he drop power up? No, there's that guy over there. Let's see if we can't get a power up by something in this fight. I'd really like to get 2 more blue power ups. Looks like we've okay. Now I need those blue power-ups if we're going to do this. That's the 3rd part, and there's one more. Come on, give me some power-ups, guys. I don't care about beating the boss, I just want power-ups. There, that's one. Now I just need another one. Oh, I didn't want an overdrive. Come on. There it is. Got it. Nice. Okay, let's do it. I have 4 overdrives. We'll do this. Cool. I'm just gonna blow all 4 of them. Okay, I think there's one more phase. Yeah, there is. It's the hard phase. Again, I'm just going to pop overdrives. If I can get some more overdrives, that'd be really good too. Got it. Cool. We beat it, and we're in 6th form, so we'll get the good ending. there you go. I hyped that up a little bit more than I needed to, I guess. And then you get this great piece of music at the end too, but oh, that piece that plays in that little piece there, in that little part at the end there, is just so good. And I'd really love to hear the full version of it. Good night. That's the good ending. That's the good ending right there. She is freed, however you do not yet know the whole truth. You need to unlock Lost Area and Transmission, I think is the other part that you need to unlock to get the rest of that to find out. I think. Yeah, the last stage is rough. The last stage is kind of rough. But that's all of the original Rez. Now, this, being Rez Infinite, has... Oh, there is Beyond Mode. So Beyond Mode, for me, I have Direct Assault and Lost Area. I haven't yet unlocked Transmission. Direct Assault is basically the whole game as a single score attack. And Lost Area is a weird new area. Oh, that's right. It's EBZ that does this. I think it's Cold Cut that do the Transmission track. But yeah, so this is Lost Area. We'll go and have a look at Lost Area as well while we're here. We may as well. I've got time. And yeah, you get this grouse piece of music here as well. But this was a bonus that you had to unlock by beating all the 5 main game stages. But the thing with this is that it's a score attack. You've got to get that, I think it's 150,000 to unlock it. And that is not easy. Because that means you've really got a combo. I'm generally not great at, and there are parts of this where comboing can be really difficult. But yeah, each time you land a hit, it's an increase in the multiplier. So sorry, each time the higher you can get the number of simultaneous hits, the higher you can get the multiplier up to. So I'm like 22,000 already. This is what score attack mode looks like as well, if you have score attack. The idea of Lost Area is it's a part of the system that was sort of deleted but never really cleared away or something. Jeez, that's scary. Oh, gee, oh boy. We might not make it through Lost Area at this stage. Yeah, we're gonna die. Oh, wow. Well, that went well. That's Lost Area. It's difficult. But yeah, you need that to unlock Transmission, which is a really trippy, crazy area, and then there's a boss rush. And then there's Beyond Options. And Beyond Options, I haven't unlocked all of these yet. But there's a couple of weird things in here. Yeah, Merolian form, which means you can play as a Merolian from Space Channel 5. The downside to that form is you only have one hit. But yeah, there is that, and there's beam type, and you can set the different beam types. So you need to unlock all this, which was the same in the original as well. That you needed to unlock it all. Immortality, and infinite overdrives and stuff like that. So yeah, but they're only available for the modes in Beyond Mode. But there is one other thing. There's Area X. Let's go have a look at Area X. And I might, you know what? I'll do this in traveling mode, just so we can see it all. Area X was added for Rez Infinite. It's designed specifically for this. It's all brand new, and it looks quite dramatically different to the rest of the game. So, England are 4 for 155. But yeah, you can already see. This was also designed with VR, much more VR in mind than the original game was. And as you can already see, it looks wildly different. Like, it still looks and feels a bit like Rez, I think. But as you can see, it uses points of light instead of lines and stuff like that. The targeting reticles look different. The music's wildly different as well. I kind of wish that there was more to this than there is. Like, it would have been nice this to have been its own game. Like, a much more expanded version. In fact, there is an amazing game on the PS3 and Xbox 360, and I really, really hope it gets a re-release on the PS4, called Child of Eden. Child of Eden is actually the sequel to Rez, that nobody seems to remember, except for me, because I'm the kind of person who remembers those things. The Child of Eden is, in my view, it's every bit as good as Rez. On the 360, it actually has Kinect motion controls that are actually really fun. It's actually really fun to play with Kinect controls. I think it has PlayStation Move support as well, if that's your thing. But either way, it's a worthy successor to Rez. Tetsuya Mizuguchi was involved in it. He's the creator of Rez, and more importantly, not just the creator, but Child of Eden's a little different in terms of music. Instead of using dance artists that were well known, at the time that Rez came out, instead of going back to those or using new dance artists, they used Mizuguchi's own band, which is a Japanese band called Genki Rockets. And Genki Rockets do all the music for Child of Eden. In fact, the name Child of Eden, of course, refers to the Eden from the original game. But yeah, it's, in a way, Child of Eden is basically Genki Rockets, the video game. If you like Genki Rockets, you're probably going to really get into it as well. But visually, it's just an absolute trip from start to finish. The much more sort of modern hardware that it runs on, as opposed to the original game, which was actually originally designed for the Dreamcast. The much more modern hardware that runs on PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 means it can do some really crazy things with the visuals. And I feel like this must have started life as a sort of unfinished Child of Eden stage, because it does feel a lot like some parts of Child of Eden is. Especially for the fact that I keep forgetting this, you can actually rotate it around. Not that you need to, really, but you can. But yeah, I definitely recommend, if you like what you've seen of Rez, if you've never played Rez and you like what you've seen of it, you've got a 360 or a PS3 still lying around, go look up Child of Eden. I think it may be available digitally on both platforms, I'm not sure. I kind of wish they'd do a digital port of it to PS4, for sure. Because it's a worthy successor to Rez, for sure, and well worth checking out. Also, I know this track isn't a Genki Rockets track. I forget who does this, but it's not Genki Rockets. Although it does sample a Genki Rockets song. Well, I forgot that was there. The other thing with Rez and doing Rez in VR, and my understanding is, and having never played it, I really want to. My understanding is that Rez Infinite is one of the best PlayStation VR experiences. And according to Mizuguchi, when he first saw it in VR, he cried because it was exactly how he envisioned the game to be from the beginning. And there's a great video you can go on YouTube. Super Best Friends Play did, when the PSVR launched, they did a whole sort of stream of launch titles, and they do this, and Woolie's reaction to this as he plays it is fantastic. And yeah, it's apparently just one of the best VR experiences. I really want to try Rez VR. Oh, that's right. I've only played Area X a couple of times, so I always forget how it's supposed to sort of go. And because it's a bit more freeform than Rez normally is, like you have those, you can see those little indicators in the targeting reticle that are sort of telling you, hey, point the camera this way. But yeah, you have much more camera control in this than you do in the classic Rez. It's, I guess because it's designed for VR, in a VR environment, you can look around freely. That makes more sense. I'm glad we're playing this in travel. Should have done the whole game. No. Then I would have beaten the stage 4 boss. If you've never beaten all the stages the first time playing through the original game and you die on a stage, you will have to replay the whole stage to unlock the next stage. I love the shapes that form when you blow these things up. Sort of the scatter. Yeah. Particles. You can actually sort of tell that you have control over the movement. I was going to throw it. One downside of my current setup for this game too is that because I have to use my monitor's audio throughput, and it's really bad. It's got very little bass in it, so the whole game has this very trebly sound, and that's a shame because Rez has some good bass. Yeah, that's where I go. There is, I seem to recall there is a button that allows us to move faster too, and I forgot what it is. I've got everything I need here. Over there. Ah, there it is. Yeah, I knew there was a button that made you move fast. When you get used to playing regular Rez and you don't have that control, it's kind of like, oh, why? Yeah. Kind of got through that part. Now we'll get there. I think this is the final part of Area X anyway, yeah it is. Alright, you got it. I'm playing in traveling mode. That would have wiped me out if I hadn't been playing in traveling mode. Like I said, I'm only doing this because I just I want to get through the area and I'm not super familiar with it. I feel like to do well at this area, you do need to learn it a bit. I love that they did keep the visual retarded. One really cool thing about that is the placement of the sound is what allows me to sort of know what's there. Anyway, here we go with the sort of final part of this, the creepy humanoid. So Chillin here. Anyway, after this, we're gonna call it a day. I'll clear out all those boxes that there's still one there that hasn't gone. Just keep forming. She looks so weird and creepy too. I suppose it's the glowy hair that does it. I can definitely tell that this probably works better in VR than it does. Because you can easily look around everywhere. Like, in this, because I've got to push the camera around with the reticule, it's a bit harder. So I imagine this is much better in VR, but the main gameplay's fine. Like, you definitely don't need VR to enjoy this. Probably helps. There we go. That's Area X. It's a really cool addition to the game. Although, like I said, I wish it was a bit more substantial than it actually is. I think that's Area X. Oh, that's right. There's a credit sequence. Yeah, yeah. And you can just sort of clap to the music, really. So, but yeah, we did Area X, which I've done before. But yeah. I love that I can rotate around through the credits. I'll try and get back so you can properly see it now. Now I've got too far down. Just swing the camera around. Where are the credits? Where'd they go? Oh, they're just there. There we go. Oh, that's right. There's a whole soundtrack to this too. Oh, the credits will recenter. Yeah, of course. Of course they will. The credits. There we go. You can't shoot the credits in this game. It's not Nier Automata. There we go. You are born again, savor your existence. There you go. That's Area X. But yeah, I do kind of wish there was more to that, like a whole, other game, I suppose, would have been nice, but, oh well, it's what they had. Anyway, that's Rez Infinite, and yeah, I'm going to leave it there for now. Because as fun as that is, it's not a long game. It's a great game, but it's not a long game. But yeah, we're going to leave it there for the moment. And yeah. So, boy, Rez Infinite, that was a nice chill stream. I'm pretty happy with that for today. And I'll be back hopefully tomorrow afternoon, my time, with more Horizon Zero Dawn. So we're going to get more and more into that from tomorrow. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you all then.